Hi, this is Phil Borders from Hendricks Therapy in Central Indiana, and again, we are going to speak about perfectionism. Now, today we're going to look at a graph, and this is a graph that I composed years ago, and now we're finally going to put it to good use. So we're going to look at a couple of laws, and these are basically economic laws. One is the law of diminishing returns, which means for every unit of effort, you get less and less output in return. And then the law of negative returns. The law of negative returns means for every unit of effort, you actually get less output. You get less return. So this is my graph. On this axis is output. I'm not sure what this is. It could be a pickle, could be a potato, could be a paramecium. I really don't know what it is that I drew a while back. On this axis is effort. There's our little person who's putting forth effort. So if you notice on the curve, a little bit of effort yields a lot of output. And this is true with people, it's true with machines, it's true a lot of times with systems. You put in a little bit of effort, you can go from an F to a D on your test. So a little more effort. Just say you want to get a C on your test. You want to go from a D and C. Instead of putting in 5 minutes to go from an F to a D, you got to put in an extra 10 if you want to get a C. So it's 15 minutes of total effort. If you want to go from a C to a B, you probably need to add an extra 20, 25 minutes of effort. So you're getting more output, but it's taking more and more effort to yield that output. So going from a B to an A, you might have to spend an extra 45 minutes. So the law of diminishing returns shows us that for each increment of effort, you're basically yielding less and less output. Now, when systems, when people get stressed, then we start reaching the law of negative returns. So if you're here and you're putting way too much effort into it, you really want to get that A, but now you're not sleeping and you're not eating well and you're stressed and you're feeling anxious and you go into the test and you're all jacked up and you do poorly on the test. It's because you're now at the law of negative returns. So with a lot of perfectionists, what we try to do is just like, you got to put the brakes on. You got to think of, you want to be 80% Emma. You want to be 80% Jake. You want to go from here to here by doing less, which is counterintuitive, but for a lot of people, it works. And again, one of the reasons why I love working with perfectionists is because it's much easier to put the brakes on than to try to motivate some lazy person to put on the gas. So this is the famous graph. Hope it was helpful and see you next time. This is Phil Borders from Hendricks Therapy. Bye.